crypto markets are plunging. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are dropping fast. As of early February 2026, Bitcoin hovers near $70,000, Ethereum around $2,000, and XRP close to $1.35. Bitcoin fell about 10% in January, one of its worst January performances on record. Ethereum slid roughly 17% over the month, wiping out hot gains. This broad sell-off has investors asking a serious question: is a crypto crisis coming? Multiple forces collided: hawkish Fed expectations and tighter global liquidity. Geopolitical shocks and macro strength have pushed risk assets lower. Institutional flows amplified the move. Spot Bitcoin ETFs saw roughly $1.6 billion in outflows in January. That followed nearly $5 billion of outflows in December. De-risking is clearly in motion. Ethereum funds have shed about $2.4 billion since late 2025, adding pressure to ETH. Meanwhile, new XRP ETF products drew roughly $1.3 billion of inflows. Rotation is real. Technical breaks under key support levels triggered automated liquidations in futures markets. CoinGlass reports roughly $3 billion in Bitcoin long positions liquidated in recent days. Late January alone saw over $2 billion of crypto leverage flushed in a single weekend. Forced liquidations don't just follow declines, they amplify them, especially in thin liquidity. On-chain data shows large wallets have been net sellers, while retail investors try to buy the dip. Sentiment notes whales selling as retail steps in, a risky combination. The Fear and Greed Index plunged into the 20s and briefly hit an extreme reading of 16. Futures open interest dropped sharply. Bitcoin OI fell from $50.5 billion to $48.5 billion almost overnight. Ethereum's Coinbase premium sits at multi-year lows, signaling weak institutional demand. Correlation with equities has risen. Macro shocks now drag crypto down harder than before. Gold has risen while Bitcoin fell, flipping their historic relationship in 2026. XRP's moves have some unique support from ETF flows and Ripple network upgrades. But when major coins fall, all coins usually fall faster and deeper. Watch the technical floors closely. Bitcoin's low $80,000 zone is critical right now. A decisive break under $80,000 could accelerate a slide toward $79,000, even $70,000. Ethereum's key support sits near $2,500. Below that, $2,300 becomes the next downside target. XRP's immediate floor lies around $1.20 to $1.30. Below that, tests of $1 are possible. Short-term traders, reduce or remove leverage, and tighten stop losses immediately. Move long-term holdings into cold custody to reduce exchange and counterparty risk. Set math-based exit rules tied to drawdowns and fundamental breakdowns. Monitor funding rates, open interest, exchange flows, and large on-chain transfers. Keep a cash buffer. Crashes create opportunities, but only if you survive them. Avoid panic selling at the lowest point. Discipline preserves optionality. Dollar cost average only with spare capital and a clear, pre-written plan. Yes, structural positives exist: ETFs, better infrastructure, and maturing markets, but stay cautious.